Good afternoon and welcome to Copper Coins Coin Roll Hunt Reveal E255, a 1955D plastic tube roll. How's everybody doing this afternoon? We'll let a couple people stroll in. I'll draw the lucky tip for today and drop a bunch of rolls on the ground. Hallelujah. Coin number 3. I got some housework to do. Just had a box blow out. And a bunch of rolls go flying. Mickey, how you doing? I'll get this roll untaped because something tells me it's going to take a few. Oh, I was wrong. This tape usually causes issues. James Dawson, how are you? Let a couple more people come in and we will get things rolling. Otis, welcome. Good to see you. Got 6 viewers viewing, got 3 talking. We will go ahead and get things started. The first coin in the roll goes to Taco John. We are going to back out just a little bit. Paul Adams, welcome. We'll be looking at about the first 10 reverses on these. Not a whole lot known for 55D on the reverse. As usual, if I see something that's blatantly different, I will check the reverse. We'll be doing a reveal show today. Got 4 rolls, a 2006, a 57D, a 55S, and a 1961D. Next coin is for Roger. Farm Dog, welcome. Hope all is going well with everybody in the audience. It's been a busy day here. Got my lawn cut, getting my office put back together, being I had to get a new desk. My wife's desk was too big for her new office, which is weird because her new office is double the size of her old office. I don't know how she managed to get all that stuff in the other office. Coin number 3 and the winner of the giveaway is Sissy again. That's Sissy, yeah. I think Sissy's got 2 in a row. Wow. I got a message from her that said, I like giveaways. I like giveaways too. Little struck through right there. Ooh, struck through all over the reverse. Yeah, quite a bit right here on the right wheat. Ah, that's good. Did you get any turkeys, Farm Dog? Or do you just go waste time? Either way, good times. The 57D roll I have high hopes for, because I've searched a couple of these rolls now, and every one has had double dies in it. So I have high hopes for this. This one has different lettering on it. It has XEE on it. The one we did the first time was XEEE, and the one I looked through was X with 4 E's. Number 5 goes to Farm Dog. And the 55S roll we're doing is a bank wrapped roll. That will be pretty exciting. We'll struck through on this. Oh, nice, Otis. The Franklin half. I was unaware, but I guess there's a die clash on a Roosevelt dime they're calling Bugs Bunny now, too. Basically the same thing. It gives them that, like, tooth on the upper lip. Coin number 6 for Dave. And it looks like we've got a minor RPM. Let's see what we see here. See if I see anything like that. It seems to me I remember one of those. Let me get my cheat sheet up, which of course is coppercoins.com. There's a die clash. There, so let me back this out a little bit. There's the die clash. I do believe this is correct. I am going to run through the others. Go back up. Definitely not that one. I am going to run through just to double check. But I do believe it's a mid-die state of, well, there's another one. Let me look at that one. Not that one for sure. Little clash on that. Let me look at the later die state. Ooh, that's very late. Yeah, definitely not that one. All right, let me look at this one, see what we have. Nope, don't think it's that one. I'm pretty certain it was. Oh, what's this one? Nope, that's too far south. All right, I am relatively certain that this is 1mm54. I'm going to have to do an overlay on it because it is a different die state and it only has one matching marker. Write myself a note. So the first variety in the roll. Minor, but something we have had. Paul Hampton, welcome. Malcolm. Ant, wow. Been gone a long time. Coin Junkie. Roger. It looks like there's a lot of them, Roger. 42. There's like 5 or 6 of them that were close. That's why I've got to get the overlay stuff out and do that. But I think 54 was the closest. And it had a matching marker on it. Next coin for Crispy. And another one. And that's a different one. Well, before we do this, I want to... There's a clash. Well, that actually looks like 54. Let me check the reverse. This one for sure is 54. It's got all the markers. Let me look at this one. Make sure I'm not looking at the same. No, this one is got different markers on it, but this for sure is 54. So I do know that for a fact. I think I've got most of the Wexler listings for 55, so we should be able to round it down. Write me a note that says that one is absolutely 1mm54. Tyler, welcome. Hope all is well. Next coin is for Ant. So 2 RPMs so far. I'm glad we got back on the RPMs. The last couple rolls have been a little slow. Coin number 9 for Sireg. I will be selling reveals tonight. Chuck says he's probably going to be doing some reveal shows today, but he will not be selling reveals. He plans on doing an auction tomorrow. They were all new listings except for one, and one was where I had to take photos of it. Everyone except for the one coin. And that one turned out to be, I don't remember, 64p 1DO1 or DDO20. But all the rest of them were new listings, Tyler. I should be getting to Crispy's package within the week. Coin number 11 goes to Jordan. Cool. Coin number 12 goes to JJ. There hasn't been, there's been a lot of 2023 quarter DDOs being found. 2024 also. Now they're finding them all over the date. They're kind of starting to find them like they were finding the nickel DDOs. I saw a post from Tanner this morning. He's finding all sorts of 2024 DDOs. The giveaway was coin number 3 and went to Sissy there, Doug. And welcome. Your package showed up. Thank you very much. This die has been quite a few of the coins. You can see the little like break on the top of the E or crack. The 2024 quarters I saw were Philadelphia. No, I think they were Denver. Let me see. I can check real quick because I got that in my cache. Let's see, Roosevelt. Not 2024p. 2024p. Do I know anything about FS 102? You're talking about a Lincoln Cent, right? I think that is one that I don't have. (1971) FS 102. Double dies. Let's see. I see 101 everywhere. Yeah, I don't know, Crispy. That video is it's not a true variety. It's we watched that. It's like either, I forgot what it was. We come to the conclusion that it was either a weak strike or a struck through. I think it was a struck through. That we did that on Frosty's show. We saw that coin. And there is a YouTube video out. And it was on eBay. it is not something you should be looking for because it's not something that you'll find. I mean, you might find one. '71 FS 102. Let's see. Got one more place I can check. All right, let's see. FS 102. It's nice. Let's see where if it matches to anything. Not that. That doesn't even show a date. All right, let's see. It can't possibly be that one. I see it. PCGS has it, but I don't see anybody. The closest thing I see to it is 1D06. And it's WDD06 also. So I don't know a whole lot about it, but PCGS does have one listed and they have a picture of it. And it's a bar 7 where the whole top bar of the 7 is above the 7, and then it has a bar L. Let's see, I don't see any. Oh, it's got doubling and In God We Trust also. So let me look for that. Doubling to the south. See, I don't see that at all. Let me look at Variety Vista. I don't think he's got anything different than we have either. Yeah, the only listing I see for FS 102 is actually in PCGI or PCGS. And let's see what the census is. There's 964s and 165 graded. And they go for between $70 and $125. Actually, it says there's 15 64s and 9 65s. It is a class, should be a class 5, like that. WDD07? I thought I looked at that. Yeah, that's what I said. It's close to that, but it's way more on top of that. Let's see if I can see this. All right, let's see. It doesn't have the markers from 7, and I can actually see markers on this coin, so the picture they have. But it's a lot further separated than WDD07. Yeah, that's all I see from my search. I guess I should look. All right. Oh, 71S. All right. 71. Heritage. Yeah, that's it. Brian's Variety Coins. Let's see. He's got some decent pictures of it. And it's not listed with any other attribution services. Man, that's kind of sketchy to me. I don't know. But go to Brian's Variety Coins and he has it for under it's he's got pictures of it under Cherry Pickers Variety in the cents part. All right, off back to the races. Coin 15 to Mickey. Yeah, I'm thinking that if I had to guess, that there's some of the attribution people that don't believe that's a double die. I don't think it's all that new. I can't tell you when he listed it. But it's his old picture, so it's been over a year for sure. So I'm not sure, Ant. Two RPMs in here so far. Coin 17 for Taco John. Coin 18 goes to Roger. I will be sorting these, making the flip inserts, and putting together the packages starting tomorrow. There's an RPM right there. And I think this is 54. Let's see. It is. There's the die scratch under the O. See if it's got the north-south die scratches by the nose. And it does. So this is a 54 for Roger. Coin 19 for Sissy. Next coin for Michael. We are having glorious weather down here in Florida. Figured I'd rub that in a little bit. Some people think it's too hot, but I happen to like sunny and 88 degrees. 59. I think I looked and I think that not 50. No. You're talking about this coin. see what you see on that. But I don't see any split serif. It has no split serif. We can go down here more. Nope, it is different. Wow, that die scratch is almost identical. Let's see, that die scratch would be there for sure. And it isn't. Boy, good catch though, Roger. That was kind of amazing. There's another one of them. It's just a little bit different, and that die scratch is just slightly curved in comparison. And this one comes out right here, where the one in 59 comes out like just over a little bit. Yeah, no, that there. Yeah, see, all this stuff is different. So we got a little die clash, but you go all the way. And it's got nothing. But that was a good catch. To find a marker like that. But that's why we don't search for markers and we search for the variety first. But that was kind of an amazing iMemory thing. 52. What's 52? 52 is one of the ones with the little line. It is not, that 52 is to the west of that. That was the one I originally looked at. It'll be easy once I get all the photos taken and do an overlay on it, though. I've gotten really handy at doing overlays in Photoshop now. And if you have Photoshop, and there's like some overlay program that is pretty good, but Photoshop is way better once you get used to it. And it's actually easier. It's basically just like when I use it to make the web pages. I do go ahead, but I put a transparency and then I free transform and boom, it's done. Next coin is for Dan. I know I forget what it was called. It might have just been like overlay. I think that might have been the name of the program I was using. And it was pretty good. But then Chuck showed me how to use, I think that's what it was, Roger. And then Chuck showed me how to do it within my Photoshop. Because I was using Photoshop to edit the web pages. And once he showed me how to do it, it got really easy. Photoshop I'm using is the live one that they have out now. I'm not so there's all sorts of stuff that is not cherry pickers varieties that they are listing all of a sudden. I kind of think that they're kind of trying to follow NGC's suit. NGC does cherry pickers variety, but they got the VP listings. I'll show you on the next coin. And if you see a glitch on copper coin, send me an email with what it is, and I will look into it. We fix stuff all the time from people saying, hey, this is that, and I noticed this. But if you have a west, it's here. The only ones that are kind of sketchy is when you have the San Francisco mints. A west can be where the curve, the extra curve is, or how the bottom serif sits. And they can be kind of confusing. This has been the primary die we're finding in the roll. Next coin for Mark. They can be, because you can turn them. That's another thing. I always say turn to look. On an S mint mark, you can turn it and it shows, and you can turn it the other way and it doesn't show a bit. And it can actually be like a dip. It's hard to say. Send me a little picture, because I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about. Because most of the images, if it's lighter to the right, it's probably an image I didn't take, because I tend to cast my shadows to the right on my photography. Because most of the S mint marks, the doubling is seen to the left side of the mint mark, except for on the top. There are a couple that you see on the inside bottom loop. But like right here, if I was to take a picture of this, it would probably be turned like this. Of course, it would be on a different angle than this. So there would be more light to the west side of the mint mark if I took it. That's just, I kind of start that way. Unless it's a really big S mint, the easiest way to detect S mint mark varieties is looking at the bottom serif. Well, these coins got all printed up all of a sudden. They weren't gems, but these are getting kind of mucky. It's 1mm3. Well, here you go, Doug. You know what the good thing about that is? I just happened to take new pictures of that, I think. Let me check. I think I actually took a new photos of that coin this morning. Nope, I didn't. But I actually have an example on my desk. I got a new listing. 1mm9 is coming out. Oh, well, let me look at that real quick. 69S. '69S, mint mark variety. I think that's a west. I know why he did set east. And actually, I might have edited that. I'm not sure. But I think that's a west. Let's see what everybody else says. Yeah, I'll have to fix that. Thank you for pointing that out because I do. Uh, yeah, I think it's a west also. I think it's just a typo. And it's okay. I don't mind answering questions. I love it, as a matter of fact. This is the other RPM, I believe. Let me look. It is. This is the other one. So we will take a shot at this. It is further to the south. Let's see what we got here. See, 42 is close, but I think 42 is to the east. Or this one is east of where 42 sits. That's too far north. That's too far north. All right, let's see here. Where is that? That's not on it. That's not on it. Oh, that would be a good one if it was on it. Let me look at the S. Look at late die state. I think this is it. I think it's actually 32. I just don't see that blemish. Let me look. Oh, there it is. This is 1mm32. There's the blemish. So let me make sure this one has it. I was looking in the wrong spot. And there it is. Let's see if we got anything over here. Another little blemish right there. So this is 1mm32. For Carl. You and me both, Roger. People always say, how much time do you spend doing that? And it's like 100 hours a week, usually. Yikes. I don't get a lot. I end up looking at more of other people's stuff. But I have actually been. I got about 400 coins here that are all identified. I just got to do inserts for them. I did that over the last week. Only about, I don't know, 50,000 more coins to go, and then all mine will be done. Except for the other however many thousand rolls are sitting here on the floor. Yeah, I have asked, Roger, I have asked everybody about that 159D. And I don't know anybody who has one. And somebody said that the collection that the Discovery coin in is probably with Mike Ellis. I think that's what they said. So who knows what's going on with it? I take it a lot of those rolls were stuff that you went through when you first started? Oh yeah, I tell everybody that's one of the biggest piece of advice when I see people that I know are new to the hobby come in and they're buying roll after roll after roll after roll. I tell them for the first couple months, save all those rolls and go through them again. I went through rolls that I had bought in the late 90s just about 5 years ago, and I found a plethora of stuff that I missed. Until you really get it down. I mean, usually when I look like that, I can basically tell you that that's normal unless it has a D over D north. Then you have to turn it, or a real minor split lower serif. But usually when I see an RPM, the first thing I see is a misshapen mint mark. And I'll go over that when I find another one. Freaking awesome. Welcome and thank you. Next coin is for Roger. This is one of our... No, that's a different die. Coin 37 goes to Sissy. Mark, welcome to the show. Good to see ya. Finding a few RPMs. Little die crack below the 1 on this one. Sissy, how are you doing? Well, you know, Roger, here's where I agree with him. He's the one listing stuff. He only has to list whatever he wants. There's been different through the years methodologies on this. Some people say list every single thing. Some people say not to. I personally only list it if I can see it with a 10x loop, because a lot of this stuff you can't see with a 10x loop. Like I just saw just one. There was one. Well, it's been one in the last few months that I couldn't see with a 10x loop. That you could see with the scope. But he has a tendency not to like split serif RPMs, and I think it's a lot to do with his photo setup, but that's just speculation, because when he takes photos, they're always the same. It's like he's got a jig or something set up. It's always the same spot on the coin. But I mean, that's like, I have heard that Kaneka is going to start listing the split serif RPMs from a semi-reliable source. I know you do, sissy, and you got another one. How about that? But yet, you know, we can have a conversation personally on this subject. All right, right here. I bet you that's an RPM. It is. And the reason I say that, I'll turn this back around. When I look at this, I see kind of a slant and just a little cut off the top corner. So I instantly turn, and there's the serif. Let's see about this one. That is the one, the first one. I don't think that is 32. Let's see here. So we're going to give this one a shot again, because this one is different. Yeah, not just 2 in 1 week, sissy. Oh, 2 in a row. 2 in a row. All right, let's see what we got here. Not 21. Let's see, it's not that one. Definitely not that one. All right, let's turn this like this. Not that one. That one's too far south. Not that one. Boy, that one's pretty close, though. Let's see. No, this is further north, so it's definitely not that one. I still think... No, that die clash is different. That die scratch is different. This reverse is in better shape. Hold on, I got a visitor. Come on, get in here and lay down. No trouble making. Yeah, not that. I still think that I'm going to overlay this, and it's going to be earlier die state of 54. Right. There is a lot of 56, 57s that are listed that have 3 little serifs on the bottom. That is definitely a broken punch. Now, here's one that is some people agree and disagree on, is a lot of the 71, 72, 73, 74 punches. They say the ones that look like they're D over D south are a broken punch. And while I think it's possible, when they have split lower serifs, I don't believe it's the punch. But there are many 56D listings that will probably be coming down because they're basically tripled split lower serifs, no upper serif. I only list them now as if they have a split upper serif also. Matter of fact, I just got pictures from somebody and they were like, I found these RPMs, and it was like, those are damaged punches. A matter of fact, 3 different people in the last week with 56Ds. Not 21, Roger. '21 was further south. Yeah, much further south. But I'm looking at this 21. '21 and 32 are the same. So the listings that are on 32 will be moved over to 1mm21. That is a match, because when I just looked at 21 and looked at the T and cent, and then went back to 32 and looked at the T and cent, there's a marker match there. Let's see if it does. If they show the die crack. Let's see. Yeah, I believe that's the same. Well, I got one right here. Let me look at that. There's that. Yep. The one coin I have in my hand is 32. Is also 21 mid die state. So 21 and 32 are the same. That will be edited. As a matter of fact, I'm going to write myself a note right now. So we did make progress. Coin 44 goes to Mark. different die. And this is an RPM too. This is a different one. You can see it right here and up here. So we will start looking for this one. It is different. One's over to the east a little bit too far. Look at this one. Nope. I'm not sure. Not 31. Yeah, not 31. But that one, I would almost guarantee will be listed in Wexler's listings. Frostbite. Nope, not 32. Well, here, I can double check that for sure because that's got a marker that's on every version. No, nope, absolutely not 32. This die right here is an early die state reverse, an early mid die state obverse. So all those other coins have been mid to late die state coins. And I like it. I like having extra eyes trying to get this stuff sorted out. And like I say, you got a good set of eyes. You pick that die scratch out. And I wasn't even thinking of looking at that die scratch. Oh, it is. That's, you know, when I first started watching Chuck, I did it all the time. Matter of fact, when I still watch Chuck, I do it. I like doing it. I feel like a detective sorting all this stuff out. My wife calls me Columbo, except I'm much taller, like the Sasquatch version of Columbo. Yes, And that, you know, when I go through these coins, I always say I look at the first 10 reverses unless I see something. And that's it. I kind of memorize the die pairs for the most part and know if I've seen them. Next coin is for Stan. I'll show you the 4 rolls I'll have up. One is kind of just to have fun. I ended up getting a few of the Zinkin memorial rolls. Yes, the die pair. All right. Let me find one that has good markers in the next couple, hopefully. All right, this die scratch coming down right here. You see that? That mark is on a specific die. While it's not totally impossible that it's on another die, the chances of it being on another die. All right, and it's got these multiple die clashes. It's got a die clash here, here. It's got multiple die clashes out here. I see that and know that this is one specific die. Then you look here and it's got all these scratches. While it's not impossible, because that's kind of one of the things that I've been looking out for now, and I've actually found a couple. Like there's a 41 DDO, I believe, that has a DDR, and then it doesn't. The reverse die has been replaced. So that's technically 2 different die pairs with the same DDO. So this would be considered a die pair. The obverse and reverse die are paired together. And so when I look at coins, I would be looking for like this stuff, the die chips right here. The die scratches. Like I said, by the 9, there was that die scratch. And that's kind of one of the new projects I've been working on, is looking, like if I see a real late reverse, here I can show you a real late reverse. And I do know that this variety, which is 1DO18, has 2 different reverses involved with it. This is a very late die state reverse. Hundreds of die pairs. Oh, there is, well, let's see, they make about 4 billion cents a year. And they might even make 4 billion at each mint. Let's see what the last year's mintage figures were. All right, let's see if they got 20. They don't have 20. Oh, they don't have 20. They don't have none of that. 2021, there was 8 billion cents. They aim to get 1 million coins out of a set of dies, which they probably rarely do. So that means there was probably around 8,000 to 10,000 die pairs for 2021 cents. Probably even more than that. Probably more like 12,000 die pairs. To give them, yeah, this is worn, and I do know that this die, and speaking of this, here's an interesting one. It is 1DO18. And this goes to what you were saying earlier about people not wanting to list things because they're minor. This coin was sent in years ago and was rejected, and it was sent in about a year ago, and now it's VRPM 11. So he changes his mind also. But like that one, I know that there's two different reverses on that die, so it would be two separate sets of die pairs, even though one die was used in both die pairs. Does that kind of clarify it? It's kind of a gray area. But when I say die pairs, I'm just putting die pair 1 by die pair 2, 3, 4 in my head. All right, that was what I thought. That is, I believe, 32. Let's see. It's got the... Nope, it doesn't. So that might be... What did I find for... That might be 54. Nope, that's the other one that I thought was 54. So there's 3 of those now. And that goes to Parvis. So there's 3 that are unidentified, the same die, and then we've got 54 and 32. I hope to see everybody at 7 o'clock. And these are the rolls I'm going to have. I'm going to have this, a 2006. I normally don't do them, but it just sounds fun. And then a 57D. This is the one I was saying. We opened XE at the reveal show about 3 weeks ago, or at the reveals about 3 weeks ago. Found a bunch of RPM 5, DDO2, and then 1DO6, DDO3. Then I opened a roll that was XEEEE, and there was a bunch of double die, 1DO16 and DDO2, I believe. So we got that one. So I'm assuming that this person put these away because they have varieties in it. I'm not sure. Then we have a 55S bank wrapped roll, and then a 61D bank wrapped roll. So I hope to see everybody there. I want to thank everybody for joining me, and I'll talk to y'all at 7 o'clock. We'll see you soon. Bye.